going to get to him, get him loose. He is loose. Got him loose. He got to wiggling.
They're going to be side by side.
But Denny had to lift.
He did.
Oh, he turned him.
And Larson's in the wall.
Oh my gosh.
Barely tapped him. Run, Denny. Oh, goodness gracious.
Denny Hamlin comes sailing off turn number 4.
Sure
To the
did.
checkered flag. Hamlin wins Kansas after a fierce battle with Kyle Larson, who finishes second. The 48 of Bowman spins and brings the caution out. He was running in the 3rd position, and around he went.
That's a tough break for the 48. I mean, his last top 5 was all the way back in Coda in March. He has not had a top 5 since returning from injury. He was in position today to get one. Let's see what happens. Looks like he's chasing the back of the car and just loses it. Denny's giving him some time, trying to allow him to gather the car up, and you can see Denny's allowing other cars to get underneath him. So 11 checks up, trying to help the 48, but I don't know if there was an issue, a flat tire, or, whatever was going on there, but the 48 goes.
Pace car off. It'll be 7 laps. A sprint to the finish, and the crowd loving it here at Pocono.
Good push at the outside line. Reddick is not to the back of the 19. The outside line's going to have the speed, the momentum down into turn 1.
Reddick not even close to the back of the 19. The 11 clears him, and now here comes Denny Hamlin to the inside for the lead through 1.
He runs the 5 wide, almost into the fence.
Up into the wall with the 5, and now the momentum. Behind them, with the 19 of Mark Truex Jr., Larson loses the lead. Hamlin's out front.
Oh, we got a crash behind him into the tunnel turn. A big wreck. Hard lick.
That's Haley in the 31, and he is turned around. A lot of damage to the driver's side of the 31. And so the caution comes out once again. I don't think Larson was happy with the way Hamlin raced him, and he just went by the start-finish line.
Yeah, Denny gassed it up in the middle of the corner.
This is right
after
here, coming to the yellow.
Yeah,
here.
this is after the yellow. Look at that. Wow. He is angry. So we'd like to see the restart to where we can watch Denny. He, in the middle of the corner, gets position on the 5, then just throttles up really and drives up the racetrack, carrying the 5 up the racetrack. We saw this before, but it was Ross Chastain on the outside last year. Again, the 5 hard into the wall. Literally almost the same exact scenario. He comes down the racetrack trying to slow Denny down.
Yeah, you don't mind getting run up the racetrack a little bit, but when you get run up the racetrack this much to where now there's contact and it pushes you out of the groove, you have no choice but to lift out of the throttle, and you're still going to hit the wall. So, yeah, I don't blame him. I'd be mad too.
We saw it out of Ross Chastain, or with Ross Chastain last year. Hamlin did the same move, and now you see the frustration from Larson. A couple years ago at Martinsville, he ran Chase Elliott up into the wall, and the crowd let them know they weren't happy about it. And now, well, he's gotten out of the car. Marty, it's pretty loud.
The boos cascading down from the Pocono race fans today. Denny Hamlin got his first win here. Win number 50 in his career here, and win number 600 for Toyota. But the talk will be about the move with Kyle Larson and running him up on that restart. Denny, did he have a right to be mad at you?
Well, both guys wrecked themselves. There was the lane. He missed the corner first, and evidently he didn't have his right side tires clean. And when he gassed up, he just kept going again. You have an option in those positions to either hold it wide open and hit the fence, or lift and race it out. But those are choices they made. I didn't hit either one of them. Didn't touch them.
On a monumental day for you, win number 50. What does it mean to do it, A, here, but B, with all the boos from the fans at one of your favorite places?
I love it. I love it. They can boo my rock out here in a few years.
I think the one point that stood out to me, you never see Kyle Larson that mad.
No.
He can blow off things that happen to him and say, hey, it's racing, it happens. He did not do that today against one of his better friends in the garage area, Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, and listen, he just kept talking to Kim. Kim did a great job. She asked great question, Kim Kuhn. But we see here, this is a replay of Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain last year. He's already pulled this move. Denny can't be the victim. We played his radio. He was the victim. He puts himself in the victim position. Hey, you're not the victim here, Denny Hamlin. And when I looked at this one and we heard what Kyle Larson said, he said, Denny's always right. All his buddies know it. And he laughed about it because he knows Denny's not going to apologize for this. You see him come back here. It was a great race, man. I enjoyed every lap. I loved the strategy. I loved everything about it. The ending, I don't appreciate. I don't appreciate even 50 wins, what he's done. I don't appreciate that because we saw this same move last year, and that's just my opinion.
I think the crazy part is he's been such a popular driver here forever, and they resoundingly booed him. Should he show more remorse for this win?
No. He's not going to. That's not Denny.
Well, should he?
Yeah, listen, he's not going to. I'm not even going to go down that highway with you because that's not Denny Hamlin's personality. Kyle Larson said it. Denny's always right. People that are always right don't have remorse. They just go ahead and live their life in their world. And that's what Denny does. And that's fine because he is an incredible race car driver. He's able to take that and put it somewhere, and it's win at all costs, and we saw it here.
Yeah, I mean, he gave me a really good push on the front stretch, and I was nervous of the move that happened because, you know, he made it work on Ross last year, and you know he dirtied him up. he knows, and Ross deserved it last year for all those times that he got into Denny. So I felt like I deserved to be raced with respect at least through turn one. But you know he knew that was going to be his only opportunity to beat me. You know how bad Dirty Air was, so I got used up. So just unfortunate. I feel like we've had a handful of run-ins. I've never had to reach out to apologize. He's always been the one that's reached out to me and been like, "Hey man, sorry, I messed up there a little bit, or put you in a bad spot, whatever. Sorry, I hurt your day." I've never had to do that to him. So, sure, maybe there's been times where he's been frustrated with me, but I've never hurt his results. I should have at least been top 2. I finished 21st. So, in my eyes, I mean, hey, I could have 10 more playoff points, 2 more wins right now, off the 11. So, yeah, I'm pissed. And I should be. I'd have loved to got to race him through 3 and 4 there. Today, I didn't get to race him. He ran into me before I ever hit the wall. And we all know, the aero stuff that goes on, when somebody gets that close to you. I mean, his hood flaps were up. I mean, he was touching me before he ever got to the exit. So I obviously lost the handle on my car, was out of the throttle, and hit the wall and tore up my car and finished 21st. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to let it, obviously it's awkward, or it will be awkward or whatever, but on-track stuff's on-track stuff. But I feel like I can do a good job of separating on-track from off-track. He's still a friend, races me like an asshole, but still a friend. So yeah, I'm just mad right now. I'm sure he'll say some dumb stuff on Monday night or whatever, and I'll get more mad for a little while, and then I'll eventually get over it. I can't think of one time where I'm like, man, Denny, sorry I hurt your day, or sorry I ended your day. There's 4 or 5 times he's had to reach out to me over the 9 years I've been racing in the Cup Series to apologize, whether it be little stuff on track or big stuff. And as we've all heard him say, eventually he has to race a certain way to get some respect back. So I'm an aggressive racer, I get it, but I tend to race my friends with more respect. But I just feel like I haven't gotten that respect from him, especially this year, but even in the past. who knows? He might not be sorry, and I don't want him to say sorry if he's not sorry. So it's just is what it is. I mean, if he was to call me and say, "Hey, let's go golf on Wednesday," I'd probably go golf. He's still my buddy, but I'm obviously mad about the on track stuff. So yeah, it's just whatever.
I mean, it's tough. The tough part is as I'm watching some of the 11 guys walk by, have a ton of respect for that team and a lot of the guys on that team. And I guess I'm not. I haven't seen the replay enough to hold a final opinion. I know, what my opinion is on this side of the fence, which everyone can certainly expect what that is. So yeah, it's tough. I mean, I again, proud of our team that we were in position and just didn't work out.
So how do you guys race the 11 moving forward?
I don't know. I mean, that'll be between Kyle and Denny to decide. I think, Kyle and Denny are right in saying that they've been friends for many years and their friendship off track, certainly means something. And then on track, because of that friendship, you got to learn how to race each other with respect. And if that isn't the case, then that's on those two to figure out. That's not going to be on me. That's not going to be on Gabe Hart. That's going to be strictly between Kyle and Denny and how they, handle themselves on track. And I don't want to see anyone's car get wrecked, no matter what I think of what happened here. And certainly haven't forgotten about Kansas. I still don't see any reason to go wreck race cars. And I think we all know Kyle Larson well enough. He's not going to do that. But certainly if he thinks that he needs to get some more respect commanded his way, then that's something he'll need to take care of.
It sounds like, you defended your move on TV, but Larson obviously not happy and said that of all the times he's never had to apologize to you, you've had to apologize to him. Why wasn't your move dirty, and how do you view it after everything that happened?
Well, that's not true. He's ran me off a bunch of road courses and called me and said sorry, and I said I'm going to stand my ground next time. I'm not here to defend anything. I put both of those guys, the 48 and the 5, in an arrow situation. Didn't touch either one. How can you wreck someone you don't touch? They make a decision to either let off the gas and race side by side, or hit the gas and hit the wall. I mean, I put them to those decisions. I didn't overshoot the corner. I was behind them. I tried to get position on them. Knew it was going to be tight off of 2, but always made sure I left a lane or more than a lane. It's the same, these next-gen cars, for whatever reason, you get in that spot near the car on the outside, it sends them very tight. It just tightens their aero balance. Everyone knows it. Kyle is one of the best aero blockers in our field. I knew once he got the lead and it was green, there was just no way I was going to go around on that. So I just backed off and just waited and tried not to burn up my shit for a restart later, because he knows how to put you in a situation to just kill your car. So we waited and we pounced at the right time. He didn't get his right sides clean and drove in the corner just too far and let us get beside him. And then I thought we were going to race it out off of 2, but it was just he got in the fence.
What about
Bob Cocker, Fox Sports? Larson had said that he felt like it was kind of the same move that you did to Chastain last year.
Same move he made to Bubba. Did he mention that or no?
He did not.
Gotcha.
So, but do you feel like you raced him with respect?
We're racing for the win. Are you shitting me? For sure. I mean, if I'm going to give anyone in the field respect, it's Kyle Larson. Just because of our, I respect him as a race car driver, and I think he's, probably the best. So certainly he's got my respect. But damn, I mean, we're all racing for a win, and I guarantee you, roles reverse, it goes the same way.